American artist Wayne Thiebaud. Wayne Thiebaud was born in 1920 and is still living. He began his art career as a cartoonist and designer for Disney before becoming an artist for the US Navy. In 1960, he became a professor and spent nearly 20 years teaching students. While Thiebaud was in New York, he began painting pastries and other American food that he would become known for. He was very interested in creating realistic paintings, and he did this by using thick paint and exaggerated colors. When he painted cakes, for example, he applied the paint like a baker spreading frosting. The food in his paintings looks real enough to eat. Which elements of art were used? How does this painting make you feel? What shapes can you see? Wayne Thiebaud's cupcakes. Look how he's applied the paint so that it looks like real frosting. How would you describe Thiebaud's artwork? The three primary colors that you receive have a mixture of paint, soap, and water. Use the straw and blow until the bubbles rise to the surface of the cup. Place your paper on the surface and press to create a print. Your paper should look something like this. Make sure to overlap the colors. It may create additional secondary colors. What you have created is a bubbly texture. Choose yellow or brown construction paper to be your ice cream cone. Cut out 3 large circles from your textured paper to be your ice cream scoops. Glue these cones and scoops down onto your support. Use additional mixed media to add detail to your ice cream and cone. When complete, think of a delicious name to call your creation. Share your artwork with your friends and peers. Are there any similarities or differences? And who came up with the most yummy name? Boys and girls, I'm going to demonstrate how you can make your own Wayne Thiebaud yummy ice cream cone. First, we're going to receive a sheet of white paper. Please make sure that you do have your name written in the corner, because when you start this process, it's going to be very similar to everybody else's artwork as well. Now, you are going to get a big straw, and you're going to get 3 cups with bubble primary colour mixture. It's got paint, it's got water, and it's got soap detergent in it. Do not suck it. What we're going to do is we're going to blow and make bubbles. So you have 1 straw, 3 cups. I'm going to start with my blue first, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow. When I blow, I bring the bubbles up to the surface, to the edge of the cup. I just take my straw out and I'm going to set it into my other cup. So I'll always keep the end that I keep in my mouth up. I'm just going to set my paper on there, and when I turn it round, I'm starting to make a print. I'm going to continue that for a few prints. Set my straw down, print, keep repeating. Print until I've got enough blue going on around my paper. Set my blue to the side. Now I want to do a little bit of red. What's happening now is we're going to start creating new colours. Okay. Print. See what's happening, boys and girls? I'm actually getting new colours. Red and blue makes purple. I'm going to keep doing that until I've done all 3 primary colours. And when I've got it completely covered, it's going to look something like this. Now look at the beautiful texture we've got. It's lots and lots of bubbles just made out of 3 primary colours, but they've created new colours. We've got greens and purples and oranges in there, all very subtle, but look at that gorgeous texture, and that's what we're aiming to get. Now you need to make sure that you've got plenty of print done on your paper. Doesn't matter about the very edges, but as long as you've got the centre. And to make sure, with a roll of masking tape, take the centre circle, and if you can go 1, 2, 3, and you know for sure that you can get 3 of these out, then you are good to go. It doesn't take long for this to dry. This is one that I only did a few minutes ago, and it's virtually dry. Now you can either turn it backwards if you think you're going to make a mistake, or turn it this way. I'm going to use a Sharpie, but I'd rather that you did a pencil, so that if you did make an error, you could take it and erase it. I'm going to do 1. I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do 3. These, boys and girls, are my ice cream scoops. And now I'm going to take my scissors. I'm going to make the best cutting that I can. Follow that circle round. Okay, this is going to help with your fine motor skills. And with tracing. So what you've done is actually you've made a bubble print today, and you've created new colours, which relates to the lessons that we've been doing about our colour wheel. So you've been using primary colours to make the new secondary colours. Now, I'm going to take 1, 2 scoops and 3. Okay. 1, 2. Done. Okay. Now, you also will get a choice of coloured background paper. I'm just going to demonstrate on this white sheet here because I've got that available to me, but you're going to get coloured construction paper so that it can be your background. You're also going to get a choice of yellow or brown for your waffle cone. Okay, so what you need to do now, again, do it in a pencil first, but draw a curve and a triangle. If you feel that you want to use a ruler, that's all the better, so that you can get those straight lines. Okay, so this is going to be your cone that's actually going to hold your gorgeous ice cream. Okay, and what we're trying to do is mimic Wayne Thiebaud's beautiful American food, where he did pastries and cakes and ice cream scoops. Right, I've got that done. There's my ice cream cone, but it still needs some extra work, so you're going to get some oil pastels. Pick some colours. I like to use the browns or the rusty colours, and I'm going to make mine waffly. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I've got it glued down, and I'm going to go around the edge first. Give it that rim. Try and use your imagination. Get that mental image in your head when you go to the ice cream shop and you order your cone. What sort of pattern is on it? Sometimes they have sprinkles on them. Sometimes they're dipped in chocolate. And sometimes they're waffle. I'm making mine waffle. So what I'm doing is I'm actually giving it a cross hatch pattern. Do you see that, boys and girls? Now I've got my waffle cone. Then I'm going to go and add my ice cream scoops. I'm going to overlap them this time. If I find that I've made my cone a little bit big, which I have here compared to the one I did earlier, and I've still got room, I can actually cut out another one. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut out another one. I'm going to give myself 4 scoops. Okay, I'm just going to cut that out. One, two, three, 4. Right, there we go. Now, wow, I am so happy with that. There's my ice cream. Now, I really do love to have a cherry on the top. So I'm going to go to my scrap box, where all my construction scraps are. I'm just going to draw myself sort of like an irregular shaped circle. And I'm going to cut it out. Okay, turn it round so that the black lines don't show, and I'm going to set it on top, and then just with a little oil pastel I'm going to draw a little line there. Now I want to make sure that I'm happy with it. I'm totally happy with it. I'm going to glue it down. Just the way I have designed it, I'm going to glue it. Okay, and then my little cherry on the top there. I'm just going to make sure that all my edges are flat now, because I've got it exactly how I want it. Okay, now there, boys and girls, is my Wayne Thiebaud ice cream. Now it's your turn, boys and girls. Let's make some art.